Hey, this is David. It's been a while since my last video, but I decided to doodle tonight and I was kind of happy with how it came out. This model, you can see I'm working without any reference material. I'm just working from memory because I'm doing my dad. And I'll let you judge how I did with that. Okay. I was thinking of something tonight when I was driving home. Another subject to talk about is traffic lights. Everybody that drives with me realizes that the traffic lights, they turn red for me. They love me. They love to stop me and spend some time with me, and it drives me a little crazy. I'd love to be a pure atheist. I would love to believe in the clockwork universe that just has coincidences and there isn't anybody looking down from above or up from below and causing me problems on the road. But sometimes it just seems like the whole universe is built around inconveniencing me during my commute. And if you've ever heard of the law of attraction, it sounds like a wonderful scam. It was kind of the focal point of that book, very wildly popular book called The Secret. And the idea behind the law of attraction is when you concentrate on something, talk about something, think about something a lot, whether it's a concept, a physical object, another a person's attention, anything like that, you draw that to yourself. You draw that experience to yourself just by dint of thinking about it. And of course, that sounds like complete hogwash. But then, I consider my commute and the things that I focus on, and I can't outright dismiss something like that. Of course, I don't get the good kind of law of attraction. I don't get, money or great promotions or fantastic things given to me. I get the kind of Twilight Zone, deal with the devil kind of law of attraction. So I concentrate on something and I get the worst possible end of it. If I wish for gold, I'd probably end up being buried in a landslide of gold deep underground where no one would ever find me. And I think an awful lot about the kind of traffic I don't want to be stuck in, and it happens to me over and over again. And the slow, strange, entirely lost people that apparently don't know how to drive, they always pull out right in front of me. They're very good at pulling out quickly and giving me very little time to brake. And then they put on their demonstration of incompetence at driving, at navigating. Okay, I realize I'm just ranting here. I should be concentrating on pictures of ears and noses. I'm still working out the best technique of doing it, and I realize I'm building the same ear over and over again. I should really study different pictures and see if those ears are actually human ears or just, my goodness, that looks like a vegetable of some sort. Alright, I'm fooling around with upsampling and downsampling the model occasionally. It helps you when you're working various levels of detail, and I kind of sometimes zoom into high detail areas before I should be. But the ear, it's tough to see a head as a human head without the ears there, without some sort of representation of an ear. And ears are very detailed. That's all there is to it. I've put some laugh lines in around some squint lines, what do you call them, in around the eyes, and bumping in and out of high resolution is kind of damaging my earlier work, but it's at least a good foundation for the next step. And I still haven't done a good video on the next step of once you get the basic shape of a head in, where do you go from there? but I'm trying out new techniques, new ways of doing hair. I've made the mistake here of leaving symmetry on. I've straightened that out right away. Um, and this is a new one. My dad has he's always had kind of a buzz cut through most of his life, of various lengths. And so the dividing line, assuming you do the hair of somebody in sculpting rather than in a fiber simulation in some other program. If you do sculpting of hair, you want to have a pretty sharp line between where it grows and where it's skin. So using some of these tools has helped me out. And these brushes add some interesting technique, some of the interesting texture. Some of the texture gets lost when I merge the layers together, but I'm just goofing off and learning right here. I'm having a terrible time trying to put upper level of teeth in here. I'm concentrating on the wrong. I've got the focus on the wrong layer. So as I try to sculpt these, nothing's happening. It takes me a while to figure that out. I'm just not very good. But here I finally found the right layer and trying to shape them. They're asymmetrical and this is the wrong number of teeth and they probably look like an Englishman from 200 years ago, but it works. It helps the realism when you put them inside the mouth and tuck them away. It didn't even bother with a lower set of teeth or tongue. And I'm putting in my typical anatomy to suggest clavicle and neck and Adam's apple and so on, building pectorals and trying to suppress the breasts that were there before. I should have made the shoulders a bit more beefy. Oh, and somehow I lost symmetry with the eyes there. There I was fixing that. And how's that look? Thanks for watching. See you next time.